Welcome to turkslearnenglish.com. This morning's article is from Reuters.com, a great website for up-to-date and topical news. This morning's article is called Madrid plays sports card, Istanbul highlights economy. And this article is about the current bid for the Olympics. There are three candidates, as you may know. Istanbul, Turkey is one, Madrid, Spain another, and the final candidate for the 2020 Olympics is Tokyo in Japan. Istanbul hasn't held the Olympics previously. Madrid hasn't had the Olympics, although Spain has held them in Barcelona, and Tokyo has previously held the Olympic Games. So in September, the International Olympic Committee, the IOC, will announce the successful bid for the 2020 Olympic Games. So only a couple of months to basically convince and lobby the International Olympic Committee that each bid is the successful one, or the most successful one. So off we go. You can sit back and relax, and as always, I will just read slowly through the article. Madrid plays sports card, Istanbul highlights economy. Madrid 2020 bid officials played up the city's ready sports facilities, while Istanbul highlighted the strength of the Turkish economy on Tuesday, as the cities prepared for this week's pitch to the International Olympic Committee, IOC. Madrid, Istanbul and Tokyo will be presenting their cases to the IOC and international sports federations at a meeting in Russia, with the winner elected at the IOC session in September. We know about the difficult news coming out of Spain, Madrid Mayor Ana Botella told a small group of reporters in reference to the country's financial woes. But Madrid is a safe choice. We are improving and we are on the right track. Spain has been suffering from a long-running recession, with employment at 27% and the country's economy contracting for the 7th consecutive quarter. The money for the next 7 years of preparation, if Madrid are awarded the Games, is affordable. All of us have signed the guarantees, and we are improving in the big economic numbers, she said. Madrid hopes to win over IOC members as a safe choice, given it already has the majority of the venues in place. It's not just about presenting a project or planning it, but it is about realizing this project, bid chief Alejandro Blanco said. We already have 80% of venues ready. Istanbul bid chief Hasan Arat, on the other hand, held up his country's economic growth as the Turkish city's asset in its 5th Olympic bid in the last 6 votes. We have ensured that our bid is risk-free, Arat said. It is also the greatest opportunity Turkey has had, given we have bid 4 times in the past. Government debt has fallen to 30% of gross domestic product from more than 100% in the crisis years early last decade, while inflation and the budget deficit are also falling. It is a national priority and part of the 2023 plan for the 100-year celebrations of the Turkish state, he said. So far, instability in Syria, Iraq, and between Iran and Western powers has barely affected Turkey's fast-rising prosperity, even if it has undermined the government's declared policy of zero problems with the neighbours. A double car bombing on its southern frontier earlier this month highlighted the risk of Syria's civil war spilling across the border, with the Turks harbouring more than 100,000 Syrian refugees, including military defectors and rear bases for rebels fighting former Turkish ally President Bashar al-Assad. The tension in Syria is 1,200 kilometers away, Arad said. This problem is the world's problem. We hope it will be solved in a very short time. The third candidate city, Tokyo, is also trumping its own bid as a safe choice and a chance to recover following a deadly earthquake and a nuclear disaster 2 years ago. It has kept a lower profile than its competitors in St. Petersburg, especially after Tokyo Governor Naoki Inose had to apologize last month after what he called inappropriate comments he made about Istanbul and Islamic countries. Islamic countries, the only thing they share in common is Allah, and they are fighting with each other, and they have classes, Inose said in an interview with the New York Times in April. For athletes, where will be the best place to be? Well, compare the two countries where they have yet to build infrastructure, very sophisticated facilities. His remarks sparked concern in Tokyo that it might affect the Japanese capital's bid for the Games, as IOC rules ban candidates from making comments on fellow competitors. Okay, so an interesting article about the state of affairs and where the bids are with the IOC and the three candidate cities. Again, Istanbul in Turkey, Madrid in Spain, and Tokyo in Japan. I hope you enjoyed the article. There's lots of new vocabulary there, and even if you're doing a presentation, a pitch or a bid, there's some useful words and terms there for you to use. So if you have the time, go back and maybe you can listen again. Thanks for joining us, and see you again soon.